Hi, Janet. All right, I'm going to do your 15-minute healing. So, you have an entity issue. You say there's an entity or spirit or energy in my body, and it jumps in me every time I close my eyes. It takes my dreams away, and I can see it follow me everywhere I go. All right, so let me relax here and then we'll see what we can do. They're talking about your inner core of light, right? All right, they're showing me this as I'm also trying to project into you, as I'm also trying to describe, and they're just getting sandwiched together. So I'm just going to be quiet for a minute and then we'll just see what comes, okay? So I'm just watching. I'm looking at your inner core. I'm feeling that there's a very intense energy in my heart, and I feel it beating really powerfully, and it creates a sensation behind my ears where I just feel overwhelmed and almost like I could start shaking in terror. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I can't hold my head up to deal with this. There's something really crazy about the way this looks. I'm seeing like heart portal, right? And then a slinky of energy coming out, and it looks like a black sort of worm or something. And it's attached to your heart portal specifically. It isn't very nice, that's for sure. And it does have like a shaky sort of aspect about it. I just feel overwhelmed. So I'm just watching. I'm working with archangels here to help you. We're in your spiritual atmosphere right now. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're surrounded by heaven right now. We're all surrounded by heaven all the time. And so when these entities sort of contaminate your sort of inner core, your heart portal sort of is the ultimate reflection. It's like your disco ball on the inside. When it gets inside there, it sort of contaminates what your perception of power is. And now when that happens, you feel overwhelmed. You feel like you can't stand up straight, and then you just feel like you lose your strength, right? So there's something about that in reflection. The reflection is not the truth. You're seeing the illusion through fear that is created through this entity. So I'm just doing a lot of work here to really lift the feeling of fear, okay? To really help bring you to a balance with heavenly light in that space. I'm just basically, we're all channeling light into your inner core and your heart portal, and that just lifts that out naturally. So when this happens, you literally have to relax the senses, and then you just fill yourself with love. They can't digest love, and that's why they have to derail you and make you feel scared. So I'm just watching everything happening right now with my eyes closed. It's my third eye. So removing into this entity. It's a slinky, but it's also an energy, a consciousness that I'm removing completely. There's an angel in the sky even. I don't know who this angel is. The angel is literally taking this entity away, specifically. We are grounding you. We are helping to fill you with light from head to toe. We're allowing you to inhale it. So now your body is filling with heavenly light, so it can push out anything less than that. This entity is trying to get my attention now so I can see him. I am filling his heart with light and transforming him that way. So I'm telling him he's already of the light. He's pretty strong, actually. He's beneath your feet. I'm coaxing him to come to me as he's trying to coax me to come into his space, which is pretty far down. He's pretty intense. I'm still focusing on transforming him. I'm still transforming him, so I'm just working with angels. There's just a lot going on. I can't talk right now. It's pretty serious right now. He's transforming. They have a kind of a freak out moment, and so he's kind of freaking out right now. So I gotta stay on him. I'll just tell you everything that happens when I'm done here. He's almost there. That was pretty intense. He was pretty hardcore. So my body, I just pretty worn out from that. Just give me a minute to regroup. So he's transformed in the light now. We basically were in his space, which was appropriate. And so he has a way of creating illusions of he can be in a million places at one time when he's also just a disco ball, okay? He's not in a million places at one time. He's a orb sphere. So he's trying to project himself. And so you have to force them. Your mind, as a human being, the mind starts freaking out because it's like, oh my God, he's in my mind and he's all over the place. No, he's in the disco ball. He always was in the disco ball. So you force all of his energy reflections back into the disco ball, and then you force him to transform into light. So he has no choice. He has to transform. Thing is once they realize they've lost their power, they start freaking out. And so they'll start doing other things to try to create. They're suffocating. They're basically suffocating from a chaos realm. So they're linked to chaos, that version of love. It goes away. So they literally start freaking out, just like the body would start to panic if it can't get oxygen, right? And so in the state of transformation, my body gets really tense. And so as my body starts to relax, I feel that his transformation process is complete. So when my body relaxes, he's complete. And so now we need to be thankful. We need to rejoice. We need to celebrate that his soul is now a part of heaven. His soul is a part of light. You forgive everything. I tell him I pray, my Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Lucifer, we're all in there with his orb sphere. And then forcing all of his projections to stay in there. That is the only truth. So then we keep focusing energy on him. We don't let him go, right? Until he's fully transformed. And now once he's transformed, that's wonderful. That's great. We have a new, person on our team here of light. And so we need to be thankful for that. So, so I've got a little bit of time left and I'm pretty worn out. It takes a lot of energy to do that. There's more I want to do here while we still have a little bit of time left. So let me just see what we can do. We're going to disconnect you from, that space is just transforming. I'm just transforming it into a prairie full of flowers and animals and butterflies. It's all broken. There's something a little bit further down here. And so it's just a vein of negative energy that needs to come out. So part of transforming the space also sort of opens up deeper pockets. So we just let that energy out and then we purify it with heavenly light. So I'm just doing that right now for you. This is just part of your fear that is releasing now into the light and being transformed into something that is love and peacefulness and relaxation. You have to know that you're always surrounded by heaven and that heaven is all there is, was, ever will be, right? And so when you notice a tiny little flicker of something that feels off, you instantly call for an angel. You instantly call for Michael or whoever you want to talk to, whoever you want to associate with. And you say, help me. And you just tell him specifically, say, I just saw something. I didn't really like it. Will you please enter my spiritual atmosphere? And then you take that, whatever that something was, you put it into a ball and you hand it to Michael, and then Michael just takes it away. You'll notice instantly, like I'd say 2 to 3 minutes, you'll notice that thought or whatever that was doesn't really relate to you anymore, because it's just a projection that came from your inner heart, your disco ball. And then Michael just disconnected the cord just like that. And so you make sure that to do that, okay, whenever it happens. And then you just know that you're part of the light, a part of heaven all the time. So that way they can't go too deep. So I'm just going to do some quick energy work here, just to see you in an orb sphere. I see a lot of sparkles and things like that. So I'm just going to do some purification work really quick. They say release and let go. They tell you, they need you to say, I release and let go from the dark. The dark is not my truth. The only truth that is my reflection is heaven. I am surrounded by angels. Now I am surrounded by angels all the time. I ask that angels now enter my third eye mind. I ask that angels now enter my heart portal. I ask angels now to enter my truth. I ask angels to enter into who and what I am, my infinite reflection. I ask that angels help me to balance and see that light is all around me, that light is healing me, that light is purifying my reflection, that I too am an angel of light, that I too am a reflection of heaven. I let go from my connection with darkness. I heal now in heavenly light. If you're not able to say it, you don't just connect with my words and feel it being spoken through your own heart. And now it becomes your truth. Anybody watching this video, you can do this too. Maybe I speak too fast, so you don't have to say it. Just connect with my words. Allow yourself to go into a meditative state where you just hear my words filling your mind, filling your heart, filling your expression, and now purifying you. And so you align with the work I'm doing for Janet. Do this now. This work is for you too. So now we are healing everybody. So Janet, you're sharing not only this gift we're sharing together, but now this gift we're sharing with everybody to help other people who are in this circumstance. So now we're helping everybody. It's important that we find ways to align with each other, to connect with each other, to know that we are here for each other, helping each other. However we can do that, then we need to do it. And so I'm helping you to align with this truth. I'm allowing your voice to speak this out in the spirit realm, this truth that you are. I am aligned with heaven. I feel heaven as a part of my divine reflection. I allow heaven to purify my inner core, the inner core of my heart and mind. Purify my soul. Release all dark attachments from me now. I find freedom in the light. I find freedom in heaven. I rejoice now in the light. I am surrounded by light now. I am surrounded by angels who love me and take care of me. I release the old reflections and I embrace the reflections of love. I actually get to see a part of an old identity of you being pulled out of your body, sort of just a blacker shadow version of you. It is not your truth anymore. Your truth is light now. I am balanced in the light. So I'm saying all of this through you standing here. So they want you, this is your recipe, this is your medicine. Keep saying this, okay? Keep saying this. If you want to just start the video do this like 5 times a day. Just start this video at like 13 minutes or wherever I started that, and then just replay it over and over and over again, that section, every day for like 2 weeks. And you'll be looking back and say, oh my gosh, I'm not even the same person anymore. This really does work. It does work. It's the power of positive thinking, but it's also sort of just aligning to your truth. And now what is your truth is now your reflection, is now the infinite mirror that you see manifested all around you. So let that be your truth, okay? All right, Janet. So this is your healing video. You should be feeling a lot better. Just take it easy, okay? Take it easy the next couple days. But you're going to start noticing improvements right away, okay? All right, so thank you for exploring this work with me. And for those in the audience, if you need help with anything, I share spiritual healing and psychic wisdom at my website. So you can visit me there at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.